If you prefer my video, subscribe my channel, like the video and tap on bell icon. Today I am talking about a doctor who has studied more than 5,000 near-death experiences. His research has convinced him without a doubt there's life after death. 37 years ago, he was an oncologist resident learning about how best to treat cancer using radiation. This was the pre-internet days, so he did the research in the library. One day, he was flipping through a large volume of the Journal of the American Medical Association, where he came across an article describing near-death experiences. It stopped him in his track. All this medical training told him you were either alive or dead. There was no in between. But suddenly he was reading from a cardiologist describing a patient who had died and then came back to life, reporting very distinct, almost unbelievable experiences. From that moment, he was fascinated with near-death experiences or NDEs. He defined a near-death experiences as someone who is either comatose or clinically dead without a heartbeat, having a lucid experience where they see, hear, feel emotions and interact with other beings. Learning more about these experiences has fundamentally changed his views of the universe. When he finished his residency, he started the Near-Death Experience Research Foundation. He started collecting stories from people who had NDEs and evaluating them with the mind of a scientist and doctor. He made opinions based on evidence and came into this as a skeptic. But in this phase of overwhelming evidence, he have come to believe there's certainly an afterlife. No two NDEs are the same, but as he studied thousands of them, he saw a consistent pattern of evidence emerging in a predictable order. About 45% of people who have an NDE report an out-of-body experience. Where this happens when consciousness separates from their physical body, usually hovering above the body. The person can see and hear what's happening around them, which usually includes frantic attempts to revive them. One woman even reported a doctor throwing a tool in the floor when he picked up the wrong one, something the doctor later confirmed. After the out-of-body experience, people say they are transported into another realm. Many pass through a tunnel and experience a bright light. Then they are greeted by deceased loved ones, including pets who are in the prime of their lives. Most people report an overwhelming sense of love and peace. They feel like this other realm is their real home. This experience may sound cliquey. The bright light, the tunnel, the loved ones, but over 25 years of studying NDEs, he had come to believe that these descriptions have become cultural truths because they are true. He even worked with a group of children under 5 who had NDEs. They reported the same experience that adults did, and at that age, you are unlucky to have heard about bright light or tunnel after you die. Other people report seemingly unbelievable events, which we can later confirm. One woman lost consciousness while riding her horse on a tail. Her body stayed on the trail while her consciousness traveled with her horse as he galloped back to the barn. Later, she was able to describe exactly what happened at the barn because she had seen it despite her body not being there. Others who had not spoken to her confirmed her account. He is a medical doctor. He had read brain research and considered every possible explanation for NDES. The bottom line is that none of them hold water. There is not even a remotely plausible physical explanation for this phenomenon. He'll take particular definition for NDES. The person must be conscious, but there's another type of phenomenon that fascinates him too, what he calls fear-death experiences. These are situations when you feel your life is in imminent danger. It might be a near-miss car accident or a sudden fall. These people generally don't experience the tunnel and light, but they often report their life flashing before their eyes. While some people with NDS report these life reviews, they are more common with fear-death experiences. People even recall events from toddlerhood that they can't consciously remember, but that we can later confirm by talking with family member and others. While he is passionate about NDS, his day job still revolves around helping patients fight cancer. He don't tell his patient about he is in ED research, and yet his work with NDES has made him a more compassionate and loving doctor. He is able to help his patients face threatening disease with increased courage and passion. His goal is to help them have more healthy days here on earth, but he firmly believes that if and when they pass, they will be at peace. If you prefer my video, subscribe my channel, like the video and tap on bell icon.